What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today's a little bit different. I cannot wait because today we're gonna be visiting a restaurant that a ton of people have recommended to me, and it's gonna be a pho place that actually has a freaking drive-thru. And believe it or not, it is part of the name of the restaurant. It is gonna be called Pho Drive Thru, and I've heard really good things about this place. I've actually been here before, and all I did was grab a boba, as well as I believe it was sugarcane, and it was really, really good. But we're gonna go over there, we're gonna check it out, see how it is, go inside the restaurant, test it out, and just see if this drive-thru place is really as good as people say it is. So enough talking, let's go. All right, guys, awesome. So we are here, we made it. We're inside Pho Drive Thru. It's crazy. On the outside, it actually looks like this might have been like an old fast food restaurant, and they actually do have a full menu on the outside, as you guys can see here. And I drove around. I didn't really want to go through the drive-thru. We're getting here a little bit late today, and unfortunately they do close within the next 45 minutes. So I want to make sure that we don't stay and overstay our welcome, or I don't like doing that. I don't like inconveniencing anyone. So we are here, we're inside. We ordered a few things to try out. I did try to get variety. And yeah, so here we are. It is freezing in Florida today, so I am super happy that we're gonna have some nice hot and warm pho. So with that said, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes once the food's out. All right, guys, awesome. So our first item is out, and it's gonna be this right here. This, as you guys already know, is gonna be the banh mi. It looks really familiar to the other one. I will say they're a lot smaller than the other place, and hopefully they're just as good though. So we're about to check this out. I do like the presentation and the way they wrapped it and kind of cut it in half. You guys gotta check this out. So as you guys can see here, this is completely stuffed. It is a little bit small in my opinion. I think this was, I believe, about 10 bucks. So, I mean, it is kind of small in my opinion. It is stuffed to the brim. We'll see the quality of the bread in a second, but I like the presentation. They wrap them and perfectly cut them in half and kind of serve them on this nice little plate. But yeah, enough talking. Let's go ahead and get this unwrapped and try it out. Now, I will say right off the bat, the outside of the bread, here, once I unwrap it, I'll kind of do a better job at showing you guys. The bread on the outside kind of feels a little bit like a French baguette. It is extremely crispy on the outside. It's like, I'm impressed. You have a cucumber in there. Let's go ahead and try this out, and then let's go ahead and zoom in one more time. But just try to see if the mic can hear this. I'm gonna take one more bite, because all we got was like the vegetables. I couldn't get to the bottom. This thing is pretty big, actually. It's smaller than the other place, but it's still pretty big. So this one here is a combination. You get a little bit of freshness from the cucumber. You get that beautiful taste of the cilantro that I love. You have some onions, some carrots in there. You have a ton of different meats. You have like ham, maybe pork, as well as some head cheese, and you have that beautiful sauce on the bottom. It looks like it's a mixture of mustard and something else. I'm not 100% sure. The breading quality is really, really good, but the outside is nice and crispy. I'm honestly really surprised how fresh this bread tastes, especially considering that it's, like I said, it's about 8:30 p.m. right now, and they close at 9, so I'm impressed that this tastes so fresh. Let's take one more bite before we move on. All right, guys, we have the next item here. This is another appetizer there's an appetizer that we decided to get. This right here is gonna be the pork spring rolls. I don't think I've ever had pork spring rolls, so I'm kind of interested in this, but let's check this out. So the inside, it looks like it has some rice noodles. It has a little bit of lettuce. You have the beautiful pork in there as well. It is cold to the touch, nice and a little bit firm, not too much. Then you have this sauce with peanut in it. I don't know if this is peanut sauce. I'm not used to peanut sauce looking like this, but I will try it out and see how it is. And then, yeah, just explain it, but let's go ahead and try this out. All right, guys, here we go. So the sauce itself has a little bit of a vinaigrette taste, but before we go into that, so this here actually has some mint kind of hidden in the middle. It was kind of strange when I bit down into it, but it's actually really good and it goes together really well. Not only that, I will say the pork, kind of strange to me. I thought it was grilled pork. This honestly feels and tastes like pork jerky. I know that sounds strange, but the texture of this, it's very dry, very chewy. Like I'm eating like a pork jerky. Flavors going together really well. You get the freshness from the lettuce. You have the noodles in there that kind of add this cooling sensation. You have that sauce. It's a little bit of a vinaigrette of some sort. You have the crunchy peanuts, so the textures are like really elevated. It's not blowing me away, but it is good, and it is cold. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so we got some spring rolls, so of course I had to get some egg rolls. So you have 2 egg rolls right here. Let's go ahead and check them out. Now, right off the bat, these egg rolls kind of remind me a little bit of, you know, honestly, Chinese spring rolls. But the inside is supposedly filled with pork. It's nice and dark. We have this sauce here. Before we try the sauce, I want to try it out on its own. It's nice and crispy. Again, it's a little bit dark, so I'm not sure if that's from the inside that's coming out or if it was just fried too long. But let's go ahead and try this out. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Oh, that's really good. It's really hot, too. Oh, my God. So the inside is really, really stuffed with pork. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. You have some carrots in there. Then you have some lettuce. And you have as well as the, I believe, cabbage. And you have the carrots as well on the outside. The inside, it looks like it has a little bit of purple cabbage, a little bit of carrots, a little bit of water chestnut. It almost reminds me a little bit of the filling of like dumplings, but it is stuffed and tight. I have a feeling this is probably going to be some sort of fish sauce with garlic. I'm really dipping into it. Let's go ahead and try it out. Here we go. Right on the money. A little bit of funkiness adds a little bit of umami to that pork flavor. This is really good, to be honest with you. Now that spring roll was really hot, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and dig into my drink. This is gonna be the sugar cane drink that I was telling you guys about. This is what I got last time. It's freshly squeezed here every single day. They have like the special machine. Go ahead and just try it. There's a slice of orange in there. I'll show you guys in a second. That's amazing. It's so refreshing. I was really thirsty. I don't know if you guys have ever had sugar cane. It's an acquired taste, I would say, because it's very unique in its flavor. It honestly tastes like sugar water, but there's this slight taste to it that I can't describe. If any of you guys know, please comment down below a great way to describe sugar cane, just like pure sugar cane drink, because this is amazing. I love this. And now we're gonna go ahead and do the star of the show. I will say I ordered 2 different pho. I gave one to Danny, and basically they ended up being exactly the same. The only difference was the meat on top of it, like the protein that you choose. So Danny was nice enough and gave us some of his, and I'll go ahead and show you guys now. So this smells really good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, so this is the pho right here. Of course, they have a table, which I showed in the beginning, full of different toppings that you can get. I did get, I believe, was the ribeye, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The ribeye steak is mine, and then this right here is a piece of the rib that he got. So they have 2 different options for the ribs here. They have basically a full rib, so they have a full rack in the pho, or a half rack, and that's what Danny decided to go with. And then us, we're gonna go ahead and just try this out real quick. I'm gonna try that meat. It looks super delicious and tender. It's nice and fatty. We're gonna go ahead and try it out, and then we're gonna go ahead and dig into this broth. The aromatics in pho are amazing. I don't know if you guys ever had them, but ooh. But enough talking, let's go ahead and try out this rib. Let's go ahead and do this right here. Oh, wow. Super fatty, super tender. Oh my God, that's really freaking good. I thought it was gonna be not tough, but I didn't expect it to be. It's literally almost melt in your mouth. It is a little cool because it wasn't in the broth, it was in the spoon, and the spoon didn't have much broth in it, but wow, I'm still really impressed. All right, let's go ahead and try this broth out real quick. Yeah, that broth is really flavorful. Oh, that's hitting the spot, guys. Like I said, it was super cold today in Florida. This is hitting the spot, and it's a small bowl, thank God. So I'm super happy about that. No challenge today, but check this out. So you guys can actually see all the oils that are on top. That's all the fat that's rendering from the different meats. Broth has a beautiful golden color. You have some cilantro in there, some very thinly sliced white onions. You have these beautiful noodles in there. Oh man, and then you have these nice kind of thin pieces of meat. Let's go ahead and just try one of the beef meats out. I kind of spoiled that there, but let's go ahead and try one of these out. This looks really soft, very thinly cut. See how it is. Nice. How do they do that? It's so tender. They cut it against the grain, so it's like breaking apart in your mouth. I want to try to see if I can show you guys just how soft this is. Look, I'm just lifting it up. I poked a hole in it by accident, but Just take a look at this, guys. Like, this is great. Look at that. This is just breaking apart. Honestly, really impressed. But it's time to try the noodles out, see if it's a reoccurring theme. So here we go. Bottoms up. All right, so the noodles are cooked al dente. I will say they're a little, the noodles, okay, they're almost al dente. They're a little bit past the point of al dente, so they're a little tiny bit mushy for me. Not by much, maybe I'm just being a little bit extra picky today. The meat is super tender. The freaking broth is super flavorful. I will say, it's missing a little bit of spice, which they have a ton of options. I don't want to kind of spice it up at all today, just because my stomach's been kind of rough today, which is nice that I'm having this pho. Should help cool it down. But honestly, it's really, really good. And the convenience of having a drive-through, you could just treat this place like a fast food place, go by the drive-through, be like, hey, can I get 2 pho, this, and that? You don't even have to get out of your car and you're ready to go. I will say, despite the meat being so good though, I think next time when I come back, because I do plan on coming back, I'm gonna make sure I order the combination, because I do like to have different meats inside of the pho bowl that I'm eating. But honestly, I'm pretty impressed with this place. All in all, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this food. Just a quick little video I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to take you with me since I wasn't feeling too well today. I was like, you know what, I want some pho. And I remembered a couple of you in the last couple of Vietnamese pho videos that we've done. You guys have recommended this place, and I love you guys' recommendations. So if you guys have any other places that you think I should visit here in Orlando, definitely comment them down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. It allows me to keep pumping content like this out. We have different places to go. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. With that said, I'm gonna take a couple of minutes to finish this up. They were actually nice enough to bring out some desserts, some custom-made desserts that they make here to try it out. So I will enjoy a little bit of this. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes to try those desserts out. But yeah, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, excellent. So we finished, well, I finished the broth of the pho. I finished half of the banh mi. But wow, I am stuffed right now. In my opinion, all in all, it's a good place to come visit, especially if you live close by, and it's very convenient because of the drive-through. I've had other places, in my opinion, that are significantly better. I don't want to say that this place is bad. It's not. It's actually pretty good. I think the best comparison that I can think of is a very homey, like I finished eating and I felt nice, warm, and like I'm ready to go home and just like lay down, watch some TV and sleep. So, I mean, there's that. And then you have a lot of different options in here. You don't have to go to 3 different places to get banh mi or to get pho or to get appetizers. They even have fried rice here. I didn't even know, but I figured it'd be too much food. But I honestly, I would recommend it. I think it's a nice place to try out. It's not gonna blow you away, but if you want some decent pho at a quick, way to get it, definitely it's worth coming. With that said, they did provide this. This right here is their homemade panna cotta. They have a whole bunch of different desserts. This, I will say, was complimentary. So I'm gonna try it out and see how it is. All right, so I tried to look it up, but maybe my ignorance is gonna show a little bit. I couldn't remember what panna cotta was. I know it was some sort of cream, but yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like an Italian cream. It's really interesting that they're making it here. But here we go. I gotta break the top here because it just dried out because it was sitting in the refrigerator. But let's get that mixed up in there. But yeah, it honestly just looks like a very loose custard. I know the bottom has a bit of a different color. So let's try the top first and then we'll go ahead and try the bottom. All right, guys, let's try this out. Okay. It's not bad. It is very, very, very loose. The bottom, the different color that I don't know if the camera can see, I think it's just vanilla pudding. Actually, it almost tastes a little bit like flan in the bottom. It's not flan though, but it's more closer to vanilla pudding with the texture of like kind of loose flan. But the top is just very soft cream. It's a nice way to kind of soothe the night and end the meal. Seems a little bit fatty in my opinion. I think this is made with heavy cream if I'm not mistaken, so. Ooh. With that said, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next Sunday, and until then, let's just keep on eating.